Welcome to the TWU Course Inventory Management System, also referred to as CIM. This CIM system provides an online platform for the submission of materials to the Curriculum Committee for course inventory adjustments. The system integrates our TWU Student Information System with cloud-based web tools to streamline the submission and approval process. To access the CIM system, open up any web browser and navigate to nextcatalog.twu.edu/course-admin. The system will request that you log in. Simply utilize your TWU credentials, your username without the @twu.edu, and your password. Once you're logged in, you'll be taken to a web page with some instructional language on how to propose a new course, edit a course, deactivate a course, or activate a previously deactivated course. Note you'll utilize this system in all instances except for when you wish to activate a previously deactivated course. In that case, you'll need to have the academic component leader contact OSAP directly. When you scroll down on the web page, you'll see the search box. This search box will allow you to see all the courses that are currently active in our student information system. For example, if you wish to search for courses with the math prefix, you would simply put in math. A list of all math prefix courses will appear. If you wish to be more specific, you can put both the prefix and the course number, and the specific course should be pulled. In this case, Math 2014 pulled Calculus 1. If you scroll a little bit further down, you'll notice that information regarding the course appears. You can also do quick searches for any course that is currently being edited, any course that is currently being added, a list of all undergraduate courses, and a list of all graduate courses. This first section of information that appears in a search is known as the ecosystem. This section shows hyperlinks to the locations in the online catalog and within other course descriptions which reference the selected course. This can assist those individuals and academic components who are submitting changes to course information by identifying potential impact both internal and external to the component programs. Below the ecosystem is a brief summary of the current course information as it stands in its current state, either not yet edited or shown with proposed edits. This online system identifies proposed course change information by color-coding new information in green and changed information with a red strike-through. I'll exemplify this shortly. If you wish to see the workflow for the proposal approval process related to a course, you can click on the Preview Workflow link, and a window detailing the workflow will appear. To see the complete course information and propose edits, simply click on the Edit Course button. The Edit Course form will appear and will autofill with the current information contained in our student information system. You'll note that many of the fields are outlined with a red border. These fields are required and must be completed as part of the proposal process. Should you need assistance with completing a field, you can access the corresponding help bubble. This will provide you with support documentation and instructions on the information required. If at any point you have questions or concerns, please contact OSAP directly for support on the Denton campus at extension 813500 or at curriculum@twu.edu. The help desk does not provide oversight for this system or process. So let's make a few changes. Let's say you decided to change this portion of the course description to the study of theory of music. Let's also say that this course can now be repeated for additional credit, and maybe there's now a lab fee associated with it. Note that you can always add any additional information that you wish regarding the proposal in support of the process. At the very bottom of the form, there's a button called Attach Documents. Should you have specific documents that you wish to attach to your proposal, simply click on the button and a browser will appear. Find the document on your desktop, open, and it will be listed under the files to be uploaded. Note that files are not uploaded until the course is either saved or pushed into workflow. At the bottom of the proposal, you'll have 3 buttons: Cancel, Save Changes, and Start Workflow. Please disregard this button as you will not see it. The Cancel button will simply cancel the proposal request and any changes that have been made in this window. The Save Changes button allows you to save the changes for your proposal in its current state without submitting it to workflow for approval. This will allow you to come back a little bit later and make any additional changes that you wish. The last button is the Start Workflow button. This button will begin the process of approval for your proposal. Note that if you start the workflow for your proposal, the proposal becomes locked for additional edits and can only be re-edited if the proposal is rolled back to you. So let's save the changes to our proposal. It brings you back to the original screen with the search, and you'll note now that in the catalog description, theory is highlighted in green, and elements of functions is now struck out in red. Under may be repeated for additional credit, you now have yes, and there's a lab fee of $15. Since you saved the proposal, you can easily go back and edit the course to make additional changes. If you've saved a proposal and determined that you're not going to actually submit it through workflow, you can highlight the course and click the Shred Proposal button. If you click this, it will ask for a confirmation, and once you shred the proposal, it cannot be recovered. So let's submit our proposal into workflow for approval. Let's go back to the course since it was saved, scroll to the bottom, and click Start Workflow. Note that a pop-up has appeared that indicates that not all of the required fields have been completed. This pop-up will identify those specific areas that still need attention. In this case, we must insert an effective date, and there must be a justification. Note that justification criteria are specific and outlined in the help bubble. Now that we've filled in all the required fields, let's start workflow. You will note that now in the search bar, it is indicated that the proposal is in workflow. It indicates the date submitted, and it lists all the steps in the workflow, along with the proposed changes. If at any point you wish to contact one of the individuals in workflow regarding your proposal, simply click on the link associated in the workflow. To propose a completely new course for consideration, click on the Propose New Course button located above the search bar. A blank proposal form will pop up. This form is similar to the edit form, but with more. So let's go through the form real quickly and the fields. So the prefix, we've selected music. Let's say the number that we select is 1611. Notice that a pop-up has appeared indicating that the course number has been utilized previously. The system keeps a track of all active and historically inactive courses to assist you in finding a course number. Of course, you can only use a course number that has not been historically utilized. Because we selected, let's change this and say it's going to be 1613. Notice that a TCCN has appeared, Texas Common Course Numbering System. Courses levels 1 and 2000 sometimes need this. The academic component in college have auto-populated based upon the prefix. A list of programs have appeared based upon the department. So let's say you're selecting BA in Music. You have to choose an effective date. And we give it a title, Theory of Music for Adolescents. Notice that the short title has appeared because the full title is too long. The short title appears on transcript, so we want this to be as easy to understand as possible. So we'll say Theory of Music Adolescence. For the catalog description, there's a complete list of instructions here. For this purpose, we're just going to use the example cut and pasted from the instructions. We'll add that in. Notice that there is a co-requisite listed in the catalog description directly. Underneath, you'll notice that there are two fields, Enforced Registration Prerequisites and Enforced Registration Co-requisites. Often a course will be listed as a pre or co-requisite within the catalog description, but sometimes the department doesn't want the registration system to actually enforce that co or prerequisite. This is often with laboratories or with courses which have a prerequisite for students who are transferring in. So you may not list them here, but these will be the pre and co-requisites that we actually program the system to affect as far as registration is concerned. You can add notes here. So in this case, let's say that bacteriology, even though this is a music course, this is just an example, is an enforced co-requisite. This course is not repeatable for credit, additional credit. And here you have the primary type of instruction. There are complete instructions here on determining the primary type of instruction. So in this case, notice that the semester credit hours are auto-populated based upon the course number for 3. And let's say in this case that there are 2 lecture hours, but there happens to be a secondary type of instruction. In this case, it's a laboratory. And based upon the instructions here, we select 2 lab hours. So the total comes up to 3 semester credit hours. Again, you must provide a justification, and guidelines are here. Should a course need to be deactivated to allow for this new course, there is the option here to add that course into your form. This is a course picker. You just select the college, and then you'll have a list of prefixes, and you can select the course, add in, and close the window. Now it's listed. Funding level. This is a 2,000 level course, so it's a 1,000 level course, so you should always double check your information. It's a freshman course. Is malpractice or bloodborne insurance required? No. Say there's a lab fee. Now, choosing a SIP. SIPs can be challenging sometimes, so there is a feature here. You can click the Find, and a SIP code picker will appear. And this allows you to search by keywords. Say this is music theory, just general. It'll give you a list of potential SIP codes, and you can scroll through and look at them. Look, there's some music theory and composition. If you have any questions with regards to SIP, you can contact OSAP directly, and we will be happy to assist you. Campuses where this course is being taught. If this course is cross-listed with another course that is already active in our system, you can list the course here. If a course is new and is being proposed with another new cross-listed course, note that both courses must be processed through this system independently. You would want to probably notate that down in your additional information comment box. In this case, we'll leave it blank. The function of the course, let's say this is for majors in the component. And then undergraduate degree requirements. I said I'd get back to this. Note that if you select core curriculum, global perspectives, or both, some additional requirements must be met. The approval process for core curriculum and global perspectives through undergraduate studies and academic partnerships requires additional support documentation, which can be located via this link, which will take you to their website. And you would want to find the appropriate required documents approval process for core and global requirements. Let's go back though to our course. Measurable student learning outcomes. Now, there are complete instructions here, as well as a link to supporting documentations on how to write written student learning outcomes. So you indicate them here. The comment field is grayed out because only those in workflow can enter information here to provide feedback to the department. The little plus symbol allows you to add additional learning outcomes, so please put one per line. And should you need to remove one, you can delete it with the X. The course requirements, these are the assignments required and the major activities for the course. And again, comment is grayed out. And your textbooks. And I'm just going to fill these in the same information. And again, any additional comments you may wish to add. And you can attach any of the documents that you need for your proposal. Again, at the bottom you'll have your options of canceling the proposal, or at least this window at what state it's in, save changes for later editing, or you can start the workflow. So we'll go ahead and save the changes. So back in our search box, if we needed to find that course, we could look for the course by listing the added courses since it was new. And there it is. Since it's already in the system and it hasn't been submitted to workflow, you can now edit the course and continue with your proposal. Assuming that you have completed everything and then you're ready to submit it into workflow for approval, simply click the Start Workflow button. Voila, it's gone. And now you'll notice that it's identified as being in workflow, who submitted it, the date. Note that in workflow, that which is highlighted is the stage, but you can click on any of the hyperlinks here to send emails to the individuals in workflow, and the information from your proposal is listed underneath. Notice that it is, since it's a new proposal, it's all in standard text. One of the things that it's important to note is that any individual can log in and make edits to any course proposal prior to the course being submitted to workflow for approval. This allows for groups to work collaboratively on proposing new courses or modifying existing courses. If a group works collaboratively on a proposal, it is important to note that only one individual can work on a proposal at a time. Should more than one individual attempt to work on a proposal simultaneously, the information submitted by the first individual to save changes or workflow will be recorded, and all other individuals will receive a concurrency error message and lose their proposal information. Once the approval process has been started, the proposal becomes locked, and only those individuals in the approval workflow can see the complete course proposal form or be able to make additional edits. Should a course already be in the approval workflow process and someone realizes additional changes are needed, you can go back to your in workflow and send an email to that individual. Again, if you have any questions about this process, please feel free to give us a call at 940-898-3500 or at curriculum@twu.edu.